Damn, Frank Martin, you getting bodied by singing. That loving dovey, that kiss kiss, get it with me. No, I'm playing, bro. Listen, I thought Frank Martin won the fight. I did. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought Frank Martin won the fight until I seen the last round. And I said, okay, I know why they called it a draw. Because in the last round, it looked like Nahir Albright was about to drop Buddy. Like he was about to drop and give him 50, you know? And that was the second time that Albright hurt Frank. I think Albright hurt Frank once in the seventh round. But Frank hurt Albright at the end of the fifth round, if I'm not mistaken. But up until that moment, Frank actually was controlling the fight. He was a better ring general. He was smoother, defensive moves, slicker, punches, sharper, cleaner, and he was more active with his hands. So I'm like, oh yeah, Frank won this fight. Like Albright had his moments. Albright's tough. Albright would keep them hands up high, and then he would come in with that long right hand. Every once in a while, throw some hard combinations, and he has sneaky power. Like he doesn't look like he hit that hard, but every once in a while, it'll look like his punches aren't doing anything. Every once in a while, boom, you can see Frank was affected. Frank, instead of being the aggressor, would start holding, would start moving the back foot, and he would take his time. And Frank picked really good times to clinch. Like sometimes he didn't even clinch when he was hurt. He would clinch when he's tired, reset, whatever. So Frank's boxing ability looks to have gone up since the Tank fight. And this is what you love to see. You love to see guys come back after getting stopped or, TKO, KO, whatever. Because that's what boxing really is all about. It's like a journey, growth, seeing what's on the inside. To me, Frank Martin was winning the fight. Certain judges would have still given Frank Martin the fight because it's 4 criteria of boxing. You can't just say, okay, he almost knocked him out the last round. It's a draw. Frank had better ring generalship, better defense, cleaner punches, and more effective aggression. He was the aggressor most of the time. But Nahir Albright, to his credit, he won the show. Frank won the boxing match. Nahir won the show. And it looked cool for Nahir to have that scar on his face, was down on the cards, even the announcer was talking about it, and they come out there and try to get Frank out of there in the last round. Like, that's respectable, and that's what people are going to remember. So at the end of the day, I understand why they called it a draw. Me personally, I wouldn't have called it a draw. I would have gave that probably a split decision, Frank Martin, split decision. But it is what it is. And I think that they should rematch immediately. These two guys have to run it back. And one thing that I would say is whoever gets on their toes for the second, matter of fact, Frank is better on his toes and his angles at certain times. Like even in the round when he got hurt or when he got caught like 4 or 5 times, he came right back and was doing all these crazy angles with all these combinations. And you could tell he really does watch Meldrick Taylor and Pernell Whitaker. And he has tried to combine those styles, but whoever gets on their toes in the rematch is going to win. Because when you're tired and you spring up off them toes, it gives you extra power, keeps you fast, and it keeps you throwing combinations when you're tired, when you get in the 8th, 9th, 10th round like these men were. But y'all let me know what y'all think.